There are three major building blocks to success that most guys are missing out on. There's a lot of factors that will go into a man's success across his lifetime. We recognize that. We realize that breaking it down into just three particular secrets or facets really is doing a disservice to all the work that is going to go in to achieving tremendous lifelong success. There's three building blocks that everyone must have. The first of which is the fact that they have to be able to be focused. That's the binder. That is the mortar between the bricks. That's what holds it all together. It's not even one of the secrets that we're going to be talking about. It's just the fact that you have to be focused on where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and to stay diligent in doing what it takes to achieve that success. If you don't have the focus, if you're a dopamine junkie that is constantly looking for new memes or searching for the new hottie on Pornhub or whatever it might be, that you might have let your system get corrupted by social media or other factors on the internet, or just looking for the next high, the next donut hit, like we've talked about previously, it's a lot harder for you to stay focused. It's a lot harder for you to stay on task and be doing the work. So without that focus, if you're lacking that right now, that's step one. Get your focus in order. That means that you need to limit your time on social media, switch your phone to grayscale, you delete social media apps off your phone, right? You stop watching the porn, jerking off every day. You put down the donuts, stop eating the cake and the ice cream, you start eating some healthier foods, maybe some hamburgers, some eggs, drinking some raw milk, whatever it might be. Start taking those steps and those actions to allow yourself to become more focused. Now, as far as the actual building blocks for success, first and foremost, what you need is clarity. We talk about clarity of vision, being able to see the future as you want it to become. If you don't know what it is that you want to achieve in life, how do you know how to get there? How do you know where you're going? Without knowing where you want to go, what you want your ideal life to look like, you have no actual direction. So clarity of purpose, clarity of your vision of what the future looks like, what you're building towards, what you're working towards, that is an absolute must if you wish to be successful. Otherwise, you're just putting in work, you're doing all this effort, you're wasting all of this time, the precious time, the one resource you will never get back, without knowing what it is that you're working towards, where it is that you want to go. And it doesn't mean that you have to have everything spelled out to the letter, and that's the only place you can go. It might just be directional success, as in, I want to continually be in better and better shape each and every year. I want my health to be at its absolute best year over year over year. I want to be making more money each year I'm alive. I make more money now than I did the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that. That's that directional success. And sometimes that's all you have in life, is you focus on that directional success because you're going through transition periods. You're going through times where you might be reinventing yourself. You might be stacking new skills. You might be taking a step back so that you can build and accumulate resources to take 3 steps forward faster. Whatever it might be, as long as you have clarity in your vision of where you want to go, the direction that you're moving, you have a shot. You're in the game. Now, after that, you need the willpower. You need the willpower to stick with it, to be able to move and be able to not give up, but continue to push forward. You have to want it so bad that you stay in the fight. That's what willpower comes down to. Willpower is that willingness to put yourself out there, that willingness to go do the work, the willingness to sometimes fail, to sometimes take the L and learn the lesson. Because remember, when we take L's, we're just learning lessons. And that willpower is something that a lot of people say that they got it, but then they fall off. They'll say, oh no, I stick with it. I got great work ethic. I don't give up. Until things get hard enough, then they will. Being able to persevere through that willpower is something that's special. And every single person who achieves true, meaningful, life-changing success, they had that willpower to push through during the times when other people were giving up. And at its core, that third building block is going to be energy. Because the energy is what powers the willpower to do the actions, to move you in that direction, to fulfill on the clarity, to fulfill on the vision. That's why those 3 building blocks work together. And that's why they're able to be bound together by focus. Because without the energy, there's no fuel in the tank. Without that energy, you have nothing to execute on the willpower. It just means that as much as you might want it, it's just saying that you want it, not actually going and getting it. And so when we talk about 3 secrets for success, and how there's that 4th special secret that holds it all together, that's what we mean. And we say that you have to have the energy to be able to put in the work, execute on your willpower, and move and take action that gets you closer to making that vision that you have, the clarity of purpose, a reality. And staying focused on it for days, weeks, months, years at a time. That's what will turn into lifelong success. That's what takes you from being maybe average to that next level, the next generation gentleman. Here at Next Generation Gentlemen, we are all about defining your vision, finding out what it is that you actually want, being genuine and authentic with yourself, what your true ideal life looks like, establishing that clarity of purpose, building up that relentless work ethic, sticking to your moral principles, having the willpower and just the willingness to go there, to do the work, and training yourself to constantly have the energy to be able to fulfill on all of those actions that you wish you could be taking, while maintaining focus on that long-term vision and executing your process and continuing day in and day out to get after it and make it a reality. If you found that message helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and enjoy more content here at Next Gen Gentlemen. If you're ready to take hold of your future and execute on your vision, become a Next Generation Gentleman. Join us at nextgengentleman.com.